Hoover Dam is about to get $52 million for upgrades. All right, this is an interesting story too, and it's going to tie in to exactly what we were talking about last week. All right, the U.S. Bureau of Reclamation has freed up $52 million that water managers will use to replace 3 old turbines at Hoover Dam, as forecasts expect Lake Mead levels to plunge to historic lows over the next 2 years. Okay, so for those of you that were here for last week's live stream, or even the one before that, I was talking about how Hoover Dam could lose up to 40% of its power if the lake level drops below 1035 feet, okay? So once the lake level gets that low, the problem is there's not enough pressure to power the regular turbines. And so they had upgraded a couple of the turbines to the low-level head turbines so they could continue operating, but many of them were not upgraded. They're the original ones. So those ones would either reduce a lot, they would get reduced output, reduced capacity for producing electricity, or they would just have to take them offline completely. And that could be a big blow to the people that rely on the power downstream. Well, now because of this $52 million, they're going to use them to replace 3 of those older turbines. Okay, so previously the USBR said extremely low reservoir levels could cause a 40% reduction in hydropower, which is a concerning sign for utilities that rely on it. The older turbines cannot generate power below 1,035 feet in elevation at this reservoir, and hydropower levels would have dropped from 1,302 megawatts down to just 382 megawatts. So it would be a loss of about 1,000 megawatts if these couple turbines had to be taken offline. The new wide head turbines can operate at levels as low as 950 feet in Lake Mead elevation. Okay, so for those of you that forgot or aren't familiar with the numbers, 895 feet in elevation is our dead pool level. These new wide head turbines can operate down to 950 feet. All right, so that's just about 50 feet below dead pool level. All right, so that's very, very close to the no more water moving downstream. So that's just about the best they could hope for, right? I mean, you can't really go much farther below that without the dam dead pooling altogether. So this is pretty much the last ditch effort, the last Hail Mary, saying this is all we can do at Hoover Dam. After this, all bets are off, right? So they're doing really all they can to keep these turbines online. And I remember Martina asking a couple live streams ago if Hoover Dam has started to lose power. And I said, no, it could start to lose power, but now it looks like they're starting to try and mitigate this. But there is still a little bit of bad news about this, and that's going to be in the time it takes to implement this. So the USBR said this action ensures Hoover Dam remains a cornerstone of American energy production for decades to come. The 3 new Whitehead turbines could restore at least 160 megawatts of hydropower capacity, according to a news release. Record low Lake Mead levels are coming largely due to the Bureau of Reclamation's move to reduce flows out of Lake Powell. Like we said, they're going to choke Lake Mead off because they're trying to save Lake Powell, which is already close to dead pool itself. All right, and that decision was made to ensure the water can keep flowing through the face of Glen Canyon Dam amidst the worst snowpack and runoff season on record. All right. Now, here's where I said things are still a little bit up in the air. The new announcement did not include a completion date for the turbines, all right? However, Colorado River Commission of Nevada Executive Director Eric Witkowski said last month that construction on 2 turbines could take until October 2028 at the earliest. All right, so this is where it's a little bit of a detrimental part of the story. Why is that? Because, well, if you watched last week's live stream, you already know the USBR has projected this reservoir to drop down to perhaps 1,020 feet, well past its record low by July of 2027, July of next year, okay? So if we drop down to 1,020 feet by July of next year, and these 2 turbines could take until October of 2028, well, they're still not going to be ready. You see the problem? So like Martina asked, there's still the possibility that we're going to have reduced hydropower at Hoover Dam, at least for a little while until they get these upgrades online, okay? But the USBR is trying to do what it can to make upgrades down here to keep that online. And once again, hopefully if these upgrades happen, hopefully they can free up some money upstream at Lake Powell and Glen Canyon Dam to do something up there, because like we keep getting lower and lower, but if no water can get through Lake Powell, and Lake Powell doesn't have the runoff and the capacity to ever be filled again for the next 10, 20 years, We need a solution up there. We need a low-level bypass or something, okay? I know a lot of people get touchy when I talk about decommissioning Glen Canyon Dam. No, we're not talking about tearing it down or anything. That could be a bad thing too, right? With the way nature operates out here and the way man's hubris over controlling nature and the weather and everything and thinking they have all the data and science, that's how we got in this mess 100 years ago. It would be our luck that they would say, let's tear down Glen Canyon Dam, and then 2 years later we have some kind of record flood event that lasts 5 to 10 years, right? That's just how things work. Private Murphy's Law, folks. So no, when I say decommission Glen Canyon Dam, I don't mean tear it down or do anything drastic. I mean just make a solution so you can open a spigot and get that water around the dam or through the dam when we are in a bad period like right now, okay? That's all that means. So we have some solutions on tap for Hoover Dam around the corner here, but the USBR really needs some solution up at Lake Powell, okay? And that's really the main takeaway I want everyone to get from this live stream, okay?
So if you enjoyed this clip, check out the full live stream in our Adventure Club section and let us know down in the comments which stories we should cover next.